is just airstrike in a specific way every time.
And then there's this parachute glitch.
Yeah, we have this, and then bat these worms to kill all three in 2 turns, which is pretty efficient. And that parachute glitch, it's really weird. So you can activate a parachute, then just keep mashing space, and the parachute will reactivate, even though you only have 1 in your inventory. And it also just kind of sends you down faster. I just found that randomly. I don't know if there's a name for it.
Alright, here comes the, one of the precise shots here. Pausing the game temporarily so I can line up my cursor, because I have a magnifier opened up on my second monitor. And I'm looking for a specific pattern on a crosshair that looks good. Yes, first try.
Okay, clap for that. Yeah, Charles was just practicing that and nailing the shot, so nice job. Yeah, that mission, I would say these puzzles were kind of, you know, in other Worms games we're doing Rube Goldberg strats. For these puzzles, we're actually de-Rube Goldberging them, because they want us to do these elaborate setups where we, like, lay a magnet, bat the magnet, have the magnet attract some mines to kill a worm. We're just, like, blitzing through
That's too long.
Yeah.
And here comes one of the new weapons to the 3rd generation of worms, a Buffalo of Lies. As far as I know, it's supposed to be a successor to Mad Cows. Blowing up 2 walls here, collecting 2 crates. We won't be using them all. We ain't got time for that. But we have 1 glitch here. Yeah.
Alright, got the timing. So I don't know if we have an official name for this glitch. I'm just calling it the terrain glitch. But basically, if a weapon is about to explode and you pause the game just a frame before it explodes and then restart the level, that explosion will go off once you've restarted the level. And with the Buffalo of Lies, for whatever reason, you actually have a bigger margin of error. I'm not sure how many frames it is, but it's easier to pull off. So we have this extra little explosion hole that we made, and now we're just sending the Buffalo again, and this time it can actually reach the worm. Okay, nice.
Alright, next up, some puzzles have Steam achievements related to them. One of them is this one, Damage Dodger, where we are not allowed to take damage here. So to do this, I'm going to trigger this mine, which will eventually make a hidey hole for me. The enemy has, in this mission specifically, has shotguns and petrol bombs. Otherwise, nobody has weapons, they will always skip turns. Using a fire punch here to grab this jetpack crate, and now I am hiding here, and hopefully Dilemma won't... Good. They were skipping turns. If they would have a point-blank shot, they would throw me a petrol here or a shotgun, but now grabbing a jetpack here, going to this crate containing a blowtorch, and that's all that remains.
Torch him in. Yeah, the tough part about that mission is that the enemy has 31 health, a fire punch only does 30.
Blowtorch.
Fire punch.
Blowtorch deals 30 here. We don't have a punch
so
here.
you have to get that blowtorch.
Alright, here comes another Mad Black special.
So on this mission, the intended strat is really kind of crazy. You're supposed to collect a magnet, put it in the center of these worms, launch an airstrike, and have the airstrike hit the far left and far right worm. We're just going to use an airstrike. And this saves us like 2 turns. So this is definitely not the intended way to do this mission. But if we line up this airstrike just right, okay. Here comes the worm.
Yes! 2 plops!
Okay, the double plop, nice. There's an outcome, and we want more plops, because that's less grave animations, more time saved.
Alright, and now the audience can sing along.
Okay, this mission, we just have the holy hand grenade.
Yep, tackling 2 worms into what I can only call the Pit of Doom. Kaboom. Time to read donations, maybe? Double?
Well, no donations quite yet, but amazing. I can talk about the charity if you want.
Sure thing.
Alright, good, because Indiethon Summer 2023 is raising money for the Samaritans. They are a United Kingdom-based suicide prevention charity with a free-to-call helpline for those in crisis. They deal with 10,000 calls a day, and every call they answer could change a life forever.
Oh, jeez. Thank you very much for that. I blundered this. Number 9 here. We have, in rope racing, we like to call this trick a fly. There you go. I was supposed to equip a parachute here, so I can make sure I won't die, like previously, and all that remains is just fire punch. That's it. Alright, next up is number 10. I like to call
The, brass
Yep.
dolphins?
Yep. Go on.
But wait. Clearly these are polished wood dolphins. I reject calling them brass.
Well, that's what my splits name is called. The mission levels are unofficial. If
Right,
it's
all
wood,
the-
so
yeah,
be it.
Yeah. It could be a combination of both. But this one's tough because you just have a rope and a bat. Like, that's all you have. Bat does 30 damage. The enemy has 50 health, though. So we're going to have to do more than just the bat here. I guess see if you can predict what's coming. So we did the bat. Does 30.
And first turn I also did a rope.
You will pay.
Yeah,
I'll
we
give
need
you
to-
a
we need
hint.
to-
It's something to do with the first mission.
Yeah, think back to the first mission.
And now I'm going to sacrifice Warp 1! Shout out to Gotham Chess. So, Charles dies with fatal amount of damage. That grave damage is Mystify, and that clears the mission.
Alas, alack.
Alright, well done. As always, we are using our worms like little kamikaze pilots, and just using their grave damage. It's what they were designed for, and there's no shame
Ah,
in using
crap,
a
I
worm
moved
to
the
get a
camera.
kill.
Alright, next up is another precise shot here. Nope, that's not how you do it. Come on. I'm better than this.
So we're on puzzle number 11. There's a pit of mines sort of below the worm. The main idea for this one is to
Yep.
to the mines, blow the worm in, but we have this cheese strat, and Charles just got it. So we can actually just shoot a homing right at that worm and blow him up in one turn instead of taking 2 turns as intended.
I really like this mission. Number 12, I like to call this Volcano Punch. Doing a punch here so I can stand right on top of their head and then backflip at the apex of it, do another fire punch, which plops the enemy worm. And now because I landed right next to them, all I need to do is just mash. And that's the clear.
Making good time. So yeah, that was puzzle 12. All you had was 3 fire punches, so you have to nail every fire punch. It's hard to get that top worm. And we're onto this explosive earthquake map. So you might notice there's some mines on the left and right sides of the map. One intended way to do this is
You
to
do me a
open up
grave
those
disservice,
mines,
sir.
collect the earthquake crate in the lower left, launch the earthquake, have all these mines tumble, and kill this worm. But there's a much faster way. So Charles uses a bunker buster that creates a pull downward,
Yep.
blow torches through,
Your kind.
shotguns the worm into the water. Really fast, really easy. Really cheesing through these. We're onto one of the, I guess this is probably one of the longer ones.
Yep.
We're just calling this like homing boost.
Yeah, so for those who have played the Boom Race before in Armageddon will find this familiar. Boom Race is a skin in Armageddon where you're not allowed to move, and you have a lot of weapons, and the only way to move is with weapons, boosting themselves with weapons. So we're just doing that, but instead we just have homing missiles. We can move, and we have limited health, 250 here. Doing 2 boosts here, and we're already down 122 health here. That should be enough, though. Because now I
Goal is
have... Sorry?
Oh, sorry. The goal is, of course, to kill. There's a worm in the lower left, really hidden away, and we just don't have a way to get to it, because we just start with a homing missile and that's it. So, yeah, so far, Charles had to homing missile, boom race himself to get another homing missile, boom race himself again to get a homing missile, 2
Yes.
torches, and a holy hand grenade.
And I'll
There's
do it
another
this
boom.
jump here. You may have noticed the wind gauge is a bit unfavorable for me, so instead I found this jump, which is way more consistent. And now I have 24 health. You may be thinking that's not enough. Well, it's definitely greater than 0. We have one more final jump here. That should be 12 damage, hopefully. Good. So that
24 this time.
yeah. So come on, man. So survive this, and now all that remains is to blowtorch our way to the enemy, because we still have 1 torch remaining, and well, the audience can sing along.
Ooh, fatality.
And that's that.
All right, nicely done. That one is a hard one. Yeah, like
15?
one wrong move, and you can lose a lot of time.
Oh, 14,
so
yeah.
On to, let's see, yeah, no, puzzle 15. You're calling this Lightfoot, correct?
Yeah, this is one of Steam achievements as well. I don't remember what the condition is for this one.
I don't think I've gotten any of these Steam achievements you're talking about. I'm doing the puzzles wrong.
Yeah, so this level, Ravenuski has found a way to get on top of the roof of this map. However, I timed this, and what I'm doing right now is basically tied, so I'm not doing it because I suck at roping. Skill issue.
Yeah, I guess there's 2 ways. You can rope across the top of the map, and that's a long route. You can parachute over here, use the dynamite to open this hole, and we have a bat and a mine left over. Okay, and we just killed the worm, and that's puzzle solved.
Here comes another Map Black special.
So for this one, we have a prod, we have a magnet, we have a blowtorch, a rope, just a few things here and there. So this is a demonstration of the magnet weapon. It repels mines. We have a bunch of mines scattered around here, and Charles just prodded this magnet. And now take a look. Okay, so all those mines do the same thing every time, and they
Very
just,
well, good sirs.
all get sent in the exact same way to kill this worm in just 1 turn after prodding it. So yeah, it's always cool to see that.
Greetings, entertainers who slow-witted.
Here's another one. I would like to focus. Oh no, I blundered. Yeah, here's
Yeah,
one Map found.
This one's tough. Thrifty
Greetings.
is what we're calling this. I don't know what I don't know if I have a better name than that, but this one is really Rube Goldberg-y. Like, we're setting off a series of mines that are hopefully going to kill this one lone worm in the upper right corner of the map. The terrain is all indestructible, so like we can't actually damage it or get through any of this. But we have this, so we have a holy hand grenade that Charles just collected in the upper left, and we have these mines here. So we can set off the holy hand grenade below them. What's going to happen is they're going to blow up, straight up, hit the other barrels and mines that are a little bit above those 2 ally worms. Those mines are going to go to blow up some other mines. Okay, so we have those mines are coming. They're going to hit Walker, our worm on the right. They hit those mines, and then they both go up and kill Mystique.
Now you may notice, yeah, you may notice that I surrendered with Blocker here, and I did have control of them. Apparently that's still a win even after I plop.
Yeah, I don't know why that is, but yeah, for that mission it doesn't matter if like all your worms die or surrender. You just gotta clear it. And I feel like you're making really good time too.
Yes, sir.
So let's see.
Sweet lady.
Okay, so we're on to 18. I'm just calling this the tall boots puzzle.
Sure.
There's probably some pun.
Entertainers who
But
slow-witted.
yeah, so we got a bunch of tall boots, and so we have some blowtorches. We have a bunker buster, which is one of those airstrike weapons you call from the air, and shotgun. And we kind of have just enough to make it through all these boots to the left worm that we have to kill. But we do have to do something special with this bunker buster, which Charles is going to do right here. Okay, nice. So that magnet is positioned basically just for this. So we launch the bunker buster. The magnet repels weapons, so it repels the bunker buster into this shoe, and it makes a big enough gap for us to just walk on through And it's actually crucial that we do that move. If we don't do that, there's, as far as I know, no way to like cheese this mission. This one is almost, I guess I would say it's like uncheesable, like as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
This is basically the intended way,
Entertainer.
which, I do love my good cheeses, but
Oh wow, that's plop.
hey, plop.
That's rare for this mission.
That saves a little time.
Okay, here comes one killer.
So we have 2 puzzles left. This one might be one of the hardest. I think this one is the hardest, especially if it's like your first time doing it. So we have a sort of cheesy strat for it. And basically we have this pretty high health worm. It's really hard to kill this worm. It has 200 HP. That's the real challenge. And there's a pit of mines below us, but that pit of mines isn't actually open, so we have to airstrike it to get it open. So what Charles is doing, since if you just airstrike this pit normally, it's not gonna actually be enough to open it. But if we place a girder at the right spot, then one of those airstrike missiles deflects the other ones, making it so that the pit of mines opens up. And now Charles just pushes in the worm with blowtorch. Nice, he got it.
Yes!
That's a clap.
Oh, let's go! I was so stressed about this. Final mission.
Awesome, man. That's really hard. So, yeah, that's one we just came up with. And final mission. This is another one where like they want you to do this whole Rube Goldberg thing to kill this worm. We're not going to do anything that complicated.
Sweet lady.
Charles is going to shotgun this worm out of his hidey hole. The worm lands on his worm's head. That's crucial. If it didn't...
Tech, time's gonna be when I, on the blue rectangle. Congratulations. Because this is the final turn.
Ooh. Ow.
Okay,
You got it.
and... Come on. Time!
Time.
Oh, let's go.
All right, man. That was really good. What time was that? That was like,
On my clock, that is 18 minutes, 18 seconds.
I thought that was really good. There were like very, very few mistakes. You got the hardest ones, like 19. Yeah, that one was really hard. Wow. That was really well executed. So congrats to Charles for that time. And does that beat your official PB? You
Well,
said
I'm
you just got an
checking right
unofficial-
now.
Well, Charles, he said he got an unofficial in the 17 range.
Yeah, so before I was on stage, I accidentally, without recording, said a 17 minutes 35 seconds PB, but I wasn't recording. Woof.
You'll do better.
But this, as far as I know, if my current PB is 19 minutes 52 seconds, that is PB by a minute.
PB.
Let's go.
Yay.
And because I am the only person who's running this, that's also a world record.
Hell yeah.
Ugh.
Alright, good job, dude.
Good stuff. As for shoutouts, again, thank you so much, Mablock, for commentating with me.
Of course.
You can find me on twitch.tv/h3oCharles. All of my other social media can be found at Linktree, that is linktr.ee/h3oCharles. If anyone's interested in speedrunning any game from the Worms series, such as, well, DLCs of Worms Reloaded, or hey, maybe even the campaign, who Mablock is in the middle of routing it, or maybe also Worms WMD, who that is not routed yet, and hey, it's part of prizes in this marathon. You can join the Worms Speedrunning Discord server, and the link to it can be found on speedrun.com/worms. Back to you, Double.
All right, thank you, Charles and Mablock. Wonderful job on the run here. Going considerably under estimate. We'll be going over to a short break, and after that, we'll be back with The Witness Archipelago Randomizer 11 Lasers by Boo. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you in just a bit.
I'm a firing my laser. Bah! See you in a bit.